Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. If you are, oh my God, really? Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Chariot card. This is all steam ahead, full steam ahead, go. This is go time, go energy. This is ramping it up, taking things in new directions, making things fast, bold and dynamic. And yeah, all right, sometimes if you do things a little too fast with the Chariot, you get the Tower, but this doesn't feel like that week. What I love about this for you is you are driving ahead with something and it's kind of like you've got that clear open road, you know, like in my mind's eye, that's what I can see, like someone with like, you know, they're driving their car and they've got the top down and it's just like, yeah, you know what, I'm riding this wave and enjoy it. Enjoy it, because obviously right up until the 29th of April, we have a rare window where all planets, all energies are direct. So use this time to put something out there into the world to build that kind of momentum that you need. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. And if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the Justice card. And you've got this with the Chariot. This is you really being committed to whatever it is that you're working on at the moment. I kind of like this because for a lot of you, this is about getting serious about where it is that things are going for you. I kind of get the feeling that this is process of elimination as well for a lot of you. It's like, this is really working, so I'm going to put more time, effort and energy into it. There's a sense of honesty, but there's also a sense of peace and clarity that comes through with this as well. Now, you've got the Justice card here, which is your actions and options. For a lot of you, this could be either putting together a contract or reading over one at the moment because you know that you're ready to make a big move of some kind. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Cups. So you've got this underneath the Chariot card. And the one thing that I will say to you is while you are cruising along, everything's happening for you, the Five of Cups maybe suggests that not everybody is on the same page. That doesn't mean that you stop. Just because not everybody is in your car doesn't mean you stop driving it, right? So for those of you that are studying at the moment, this could be a time where maybe an option that you wanted or maybe an avenue or a path that you decided to travel down is no longer viable, or possibly for some of you it's no longer available. As an example, let's say you've chosen to do a specific degree and then you find out that the school that you were going to go to no longer offers that program. You can still do whatever it is that you want to do. You're still committed to this path. You're just probably having to find a different way to get there. No biggie. When it comes to your those of you that are employed by somebody else, might be the position, right? Maybe you've seen a certain position that you wanted within the organization. Maybe you had decided that there was, you know, a sideways move that you wanted to make and suddenly it's no longer viable or it's no longer possible or no longer available. It just means you're having to find a different way to do the same thing. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, I kind of feel like this is someone getting out of your car, right? So if you consider your business or your company as if you consider your business or your company as a car, like I said, not just because not everybody's in that car with you doesn't mean you stop driving it. This may be a time though where you're having to stop to let someone out. Maybe someone's leaving, maybe you've got an employee that decides to leave. If you're a solopreneur and you know you're a one-man band and you do your own thing, maybe this is you retiring a service in order to get things to move faster, more efficient. I said this to a client just recently. I remember in the early days of Reydiant Reality, I had something ridiculous, like 17 different services. For what? Simplify it, man. You know, do what you're really good at and focus there. You don't need to have a million different things. And this maybe feels like that. So for, you know, that's for those of you that are one-man band people. For those of you that have employees, this might be that one of them is leaving or going on to newer pastures. With that, for those of you that are retired and no longer working for any number of reasons, I almost kind of feel like this is you guys deciding that a certain chapter of your life is done now. And this could see you being, you know, maybe you're having that process of mourning to say, wow, you know what, you know, I'm retired. Like maybe this is that moment where it really settles in and you start to think like, okay, you know, I'm retired. I've now suddenly got all this time. What do I do with it? Might be a bit of a moment of, you know, feeling like you're on the scrap heap of life at the moment. And it's a lie. It's a whole damn lie. So snap out of that quickly. All right. For your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Cups. You've got this with the Justice card. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I almost get the sense here that you and your partner are deciding that you're wanting to take either your marriage or your collective goals in different directions. So this is maybe things that you guys had decided you wanted years ago. You look at them now and say, you know what, maybe this was a little bit naive of us, or actually this doesn't work for us anymore. This is you considering the commitments that you're both tied to and asking where it is that there is leeway to maybe not change it altogether, but certainly adapt it. For those of you that are single and looking and are ready to mingle, honestly, this could be a week where you start to understand what it is that you look for in terms of qualities maybe is not as enlightened as it could be. This is again, right? So there's a lot of self-honesty that seems to be running through this week's cards, which I find interesting because we're fully in Aries season now. And one of the things that Aries is known for is it's bold, brave, passionate, and, you know, confident. And those things, those attributes tend to come from a place of knowing what you are, who you are, what you're good at and what you're not. And this, for you guys, I feel like is hitting in the relationship sector. I think this is going to be a time where you say to yourself, okay, you know what? Actually, the dating pool is small because I only go for this kind of person. I'm ready to open it up. Or maybe the reason I've had certain experiences in love is because I go for the same type of person. There's something here that you're admitting about your relationship net. And I think this is a week where you can do a lot to repair that, which is good. For your money and materials, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so you've got this underneath the 5 of Cups. So there may be there might be a small financial hiccup this week. Deal with it as soon as it arises. Don't let it become a problem or an issue at a later date. And I will say, honestly, because you've got the Chariot card as the key to the week, it could be something to do with a car. It could be something to do with an appliance. But what I will say to you is, if that's the case, it really is as simple as being able to get it repaired or replacing a part. You don't have to buy a brand new one of something, but do it now. Because if you leave it and say like, oh, you know, it's all right for now, I'll get round to it, it's going to be a lot worse later on. Deal with it now and it will be small. For your physical health and vitality, I love the Ace of Pentacles for health and vitality, because it always suggests to me that like you're feeling strong, like you're very grounded, you're very earthy this week. You're an earth sign anyway, but there's a strong sense of being, you know, the fortification is there. With your home and environment, I mean, for a lot of you, this could literally spell a change of work, a change of home. For some of you, it looks like maybe a potential home that you'd already seen that you really wanted may fall through. And I hope I'm wrong on that front, but maybe something or somewhere that you'd wanted to purchase, maybe your offer is rejected. That would be the Five of Cups. Maybe you're having a realization that, you know what, I wanted it to be there, but it's not going ahead, it's not viable. And that just means that there really is somewhere else better in the works. I know this because when I was moving to this place, I viewed 2 places before it and both of them went. And I was so gutted. I was like, oh, I'm not going to find anywhere as nice. And then when I found this place, I was like, oh, yay, this is awesome. So, you know, there's always something better around the corner if you don't get what you think you want right now. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.